11-year-old sees little boy sobbing at the back of the bus, finds out the truth, then does this. On the first day of school, 15-year-old Tom O'Brien was riding the bus home when he noticed a boy crying nearby. Tom asked the 11-year-old what was wrong. That's when the boy told him that he had accidentally taken the wrong bus and was going the wrong way. The boy had no cell phone or money to get home, and he was panicking. Normally, we hear negative stories about teenagers and their behavior, so an uplifting story is a real treat. When we heard this boy's story, Tom knew he had to do something. "It's okay, mate. Don't worry. You'll be home soon," he said to the boy. Tom pulled a 10-pound note from his wallet. Harry Campbell and Dylan Robson were in the same grade as the crying boy, also wanted to help. Dylan used his phone to search for local taxi companies. Tom called a taxi and asked them to meet the boys at the following stop. Dylan and Harry also decided to get off and wait with the boy until the taxi arrived. Once the taxi arrived, both Dylan and Harry decided to ride with the boy to make sure he got home safe. Once the taxi driver heard what happened, he refused to take any payment for the trip. Ruth Furlong heard about what happened from her son, who was in the same grade as Tom. She shared the story on Facebook. She couldn't believe the generosity of all the people involved. "There really are some truly decent kids out there," Ruth Furlong wrote. "All I know is his name is Tom, and he's a year 11 pupil at Holy Family, so if anyone knows him or his parents, let them know what a lovely lad they've raised," she continued. Ruth ends her post stating, "Faith in humanity restored a little today." Ruth's post quickly went viral, and it wasn't long before someone who knew Tom stumbled across it. Tom's own sister, Katie O'Brien, read the post. She immediately commented on the post, writing, Everyone, it was my little brother. I've just been tagged in this by a friend of mine who's seen this status. We're so proud of Tom, and it's so lovely to know he's a good lad in the outside world," Katie wrote. "The school rang our mom and left a lovely message. All your comments are so lovely, they've had us all close to tears. Tom will hate all the attention." Harry's mother, Colette, also saw the post and wrote, "Harry had told Dylan to ring the taxi to pick him up from our house to make sure he got home safe. Then he walked him to ours and was stood outside waiting until the taxi came," she continued. "This little fellow was upset and had got on the wrong bus, and with it being his first day, wouldn't have known very many people either," Colette continued. "I asked Harry he'd seen the boy today and how he was, and he said he was fine and she thanked him," he wrote. Matthew Symes, head teacher at Holy Family, said, "It's just lovely, and at the start of the year it really sets the tone for everyone else. Tom is an incredibly thoughtful and all-around good guy. He was just pleased the boy had gotten home safe. He has set a great example in front of a whole bus of year 7s who have all that worry and anxiety about the bigger kids. It's a brilliant example of the older pupils looking out for them," Symes continued. "Way to be, Tom, Harry, and Dylan. We're all in this together, and if you see someone who clearly needs help, it's our duty to see if we can help. These boys have already learned what it means to be upstanding members of the community."